Today, we're talking about erectile dysfunction. More importantly, what you can do to fix it naturally. Maybe you've noticed a dip in your performance recently, or maybe you just want to keep things working for years to come. You've probably heard the same advice over and over. Just take the blue pill, or it's all in your head. But that's only scratching the surface, and artificially fixing the problem isn't really a good idea. What most couples don't realize is that ED isn't necessarily about sex. It's often one of the first warning signs of poor circulation and heart disease. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what natural remedies can help. You'll also discover a powerful exercise to strengthen your internal sexual muscles. Don't worry, it's nothing weird, and literally takes 1 minute a day. First up, have you ever wondered if there's any truth behind oysters being an aphrodisiac? Turns out there is. It's not folklore. Oysters, and mussels too, are some of the richest sources of zinc on the planet. Just one oyster gives you over 70% of your daily zinc needs. Low zinc is a major risk factor for erectile dysfunction. That's been shown in multiple studies. When zinc is low, testosterone drops, the sperm quality goes down, and your libido tanks. But when you fix your zinc levels, your body can start producing more testosterone naturally. Your libido increases, and your performance improves. Oysters also help your body produce dopamine, one of the key chemicals for energy and mood. That's partly why they've earned their reputation as the #1 aphrodisiac. They also offer one of the cleanest protein sources you can get. And as we'll talk about later, getting your protein right is one of the most important things you can do for your hormones. So if you're into raw oysters, go for it. If not, grilled or baked works just as well. Same goes for mussels, or you can buy them in the supermarket, ready to eat. Next, watermelon is often called nature's Viagra. Watermelon is extremely rich in citrulline, a natural compound your body converts into arginine and then into nitric oxide. This is the exact same mechanism that ED medications target, but without the side effects. It relaxes blood vessels and increases blood flow to the sexual organs, both for men and women. In one study, 50% of men with mild erectile dysfunction who took L-citrulline supplements for a month achieved normal erection hardness. Compare that to just 8% on placebo. That's a huge difference. Citrulline from watermelon has also been shown to reduce blood pressure. You see, ED and high blood pressure often go hand in hand. When your arteries are stiff or narrowed, blood can't flow where it needs to. Thus, you get hypertension and your appendages stop working properly. Lycopene is another reason watermelon stands out. It's one of the most important nutrients for heart health, supporting your arteries, reducing inflammation, and helping protect against long-term damage. And if you're eating it fresh, eat the seeds too. They're rich in zinc, magnesium, and healthy fats. Great for your blood flow. At number 6, we have L-arginine and pycnogenol. I know. This remedy sounds like something out of a chemistry textbook, but both are completely natural, I promise. L-arginine is an amino acid you already get from protein-rich foods, especially meats, lentils, chickpeas, and pumpkin seeds. Your body uses it to make nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and increases blood flow to your extremities. Pycnogenol, on the other hand, comes from the bark of the French maritime pine tree. And yeah, tree bark might not sound like something you'd expect in a performance supplement. But think about your favorite manly colognes. Sandalwood, cedar, pine. There's something primal about wood bark. There might be an evolutionary reason we associate that scent with strength and virility. The combination of L-arginine and pycnogenol works especially well together. That's the key. On its own, L-arginine doesn't always do the trick, but when you combine it with pycnogenol, you get a synergistic effect. It not only boosts nitric oxide, it helps your body sustain it longer. That means better, more reliable blood flow, naturally. In one study, men with mild to moderate erectile dysfunction took both daily, and within 3 months, their function had returned to normal. No prescription drugs, just natural compounds that support what your body already wants to do. Now, if you're like most men, you probably already drink horny goatweed tea every morning, right? Just kidding. This isn't some joke herbal remedy from the back of a gas station shelf. Horny goatweed is a real plant, and it's been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. For exactly the reason you think. The story goes that a Chinese goat herder noticed something unusual. Every time his goats wandered into a certain patch of wild plants, they came back, frisky. Over time, he started paying closer attention. Same pattern, every time. That one plant seemed to send them into overdrive. So he brought it back to the village. The elders turned it into a tonic, and let's just say it didn't take long before it caught on. That plant is called epimedium. Most people know it by its nickname, horny goatweed. What it does is block an enzyme that restricts blood flow to the penis, basically mimicking the way certain ED medications work, but in a gentler, more natural way. You'll usually find it as a tea, capsule, or powder, and if you do try it, check that the label lists the acarian content. That's what actually makes it work. Some people feel jittery with horny goatweed. So, ease and slow, take just a little and see how your body responds. And like any supplement, take breaks now and then. Next, if there's one drink that deserves a permanent spot in your fridge, it's pomegranate juice. Few foods are better for your blood. The deep red color signals concentrated polyphenols. These are antioxidant compounds that support blood vessels, protect your arterial walls, and keep inflammation in check. As a rule of thumb, bright-colored foods like this tend to do the most for your circulation. Beets, berries, red cabbage, carrots, and pomegranate. If it stains your fingers, that's usually a good sign that it's packed with healthy compounds. One reason pomegranate stands out is punicolagon. It's a type of polyphenol that's almost entirely unique to this fruit, and it's incredibly potent. It helps reduce oxidative stress in the blood vessels and slows the buildup of plaque inside your arteries. That means smoother blood flow. And unlike some fruits that lose their benefits when juiced, pomegranate keeps most of its active compounds intact, even in liquid form. Just watch out for the bottled blends that are full of sugar and other juices. You want 100% pomegranate, nothing else. If you ever find yourself in Spain, Turkey, or Bosnia, keep an eye out for stands that press it fresh right on the street. Before we get to the top 3 remedies, is this information useful? If so, please click the like button. Click subscribe and turn notifications so you never miss videos when we release them. Alright, time to switch gears a little. At number 3, Epsom salt baths. Now I know this might sound simple, but don't underestimate it. A warm bath with Epsom salts can do more than just help you relax. It helps your blood vessels dilate too. Epsom salt is rich in magnesium sulfate. When you soak in it, your skin absorbs the magnesium, which plays a critical role in circulation and nerve function. Most people are low in magnesium and don't even know it, and that can show up as tension, poor sleep, cramps, and yes, erectile problems. Some people even add a few drops of essential oil, like lavender or cedar, for extra relaxation. At number 2, we have the 1-minute routine that both men and women should do every day. Kegel exercises. There's a muscle most people never think about, but it controls more than you'd expect. It wraps around the base of the penis, runs underneath the pelvis, and supports your entire pelvic region. It's called the pubococcygeus, or PC muscle. You don't need to remember the name, but you do need to understand what it does. This muscle controls blood flow in and out of the penis. It's the one that contracts during climax, the one that keeps things firm, and the one that weakens over time if you don't train it. Most people have never even thought about this muscle, but once you know how to activate it, it's like flipping a switch. That's where Kegel exercises come in. They're not just for women. That's an outdated myth. Men have the same muscle group, and training it improves your ability to get hard, stay hard, and control the finish. Next time you pee, try to stop the flow midstream. That internal squeeze, that's the muscle. You're not going to train it while urinating. That's just how you understand exactly what to engage. The actual exercise is simple. Tighten that same muscle. Not your abs, not your glutes, just the internal clench. Hold it for 3 to 5 seconds. Then relax completely. That's 1 rep. Try and build up to 10 reps, 3 times a day. Sitting, standing, driving, lying down, it doesn't matter. If you've ever been on the way home and really had to pee, stuck at a red light, or fumbling with your keys, you know the feeling. That last-ditch effort to hold it in, that's the exact action you're tapping into here. Same muscle, same squeeze. Over time, that muscle gets stronger. Erections and control improve. It also helps with things you might not expect, like leaking after urination, pressure in the prostate, or that annoying feeling, like you didn't fully empty your bladder. And because the pelvic floor supports everything below the waist, keeping it strong has a ripple effect. It keeps things where they should be, functioning the way they're meant to. Finally, if you want to improve your sexual performance, build muscle. Muscle keeps your hormones in check, your blood sugar stable, and your metabolism working the way it should. That trifecta is what protects erections over the long haul. Strength training increases insulin sensitivity, boosts free testosterone, and improves circulation. It also reduces belly fat, one of the biggest enemies of vascular health. And you don't need to train like a bodybuilder. Just move your body, lift something heavy a few times a week, and eat enough protein to support it. Eggs, fish, red meat, lentils, beans. These are all fantastic sources of protein that support healthy muscles, far better than an artificial protein shake. The goal is to give your body what it needs to repair and grow. That includes sleep, real food, and consistent training. Finally, what you eat first thing in the morning sets the tone for how your body responds all day. And let's be honest, breakfast nutrition has been hijacked. So next, don't miss our video on the 7 worst and best breakfast options. Click the image on screen to watch it now.